Ravi's Quest for the Quiet Stone, a safari adventure. In the heart of Dino Valley, under the shade of whispering palms and towering ferns, there lived a young velociraptor named Ravi. His scales shimmered a vibrant green, and atop his head, a shiny red feather waved like a flag in the wind. Ravi's bright blue eyes sparkled with curiosity as he made secret hideouts in the forest, tucking branches into special nooks. Yet, amidst the giggles and dinosaur games, there was a deep quietness in Ravi's heart. You see, Ravi held inside him a fear of loud noises. The boom of a faraway volcano or the splash of a waterfall made his chest feel like a bunch of scared birds fluttering about. When the sky boomed with thunder, Ravi's little claws would grip the soft ground, hoping the loud sounds would become soft whispers. One sunny day, as Ravi was playing hide-and-seek with his best mate, Zara the Zebra, he shared his wish with her. "Zara," he said, his voice as gentle as the clouds, "I wish the world was a quieter place." Zara, with her bright stripes and wise gaze, gave Ravi a soft nuzzle. "Ravi, many little ones feel just like you, but there's music in every sound, and I know you'll find it," she told him with kindness. "Other young dinosaurs have done this and found calmness. Maybe, just maybe, I can too," Ravi thought to himself. He remembered stories of Terra the Triceratops, who once shook at the storm but now danced in the raindrops. There were times when Ravi wanted to be part of the songs of the savannah, to call out with the lions and make noise with the elephants. But the thought alone made his heart race. "How can I join in when the noise scares me so?" he wondered with a deep breath. Deep down, Ravi felt a tiny spark of bravery. "I know there's a way to be brave around loud sounds. If only I could understand it." As Ravi and Zara ran through the grasslands, they met Ekko the elephant, standing like a wise old tree in the middle of the greenery. Ekko's twinkling gray eyes looked at Ravi, and without a single word, he beckoned them closer with a kind swish of his trunk. Ekko took them to a hilltop where the land stretched out like a huge blanket. He lifted his trunk, and the wind carried a tale of a quiet stone, a treasure that could change the loud world into a comforting buzz. "Seek the stone among the wild safari noises," Ekko said deeply, "before the quietness in the heart vanishes forever." Ravi and Zara looked at each other, their spirits flickering with the excitement of an adventure. "We'll find the quiet stone," Ravi said, sounding braver than before. Ekko nodded and disappeared into the golden savannah, his presence staying like a calming wind. This trip might be the key to facing my fear, Ravi believed with all his heart. With hopeful hearts and a clear goal, Ravi and Zara began their search. They crossed rivers where hippos splashed and mountains where eagles flew high. Each step was playful, every breath was like a tune as they went deeper into the warm hug of the savannah. At the Watering Hole Cafe, "Zara," Ravi said, worry in his voice. "What if the loud noises on our trip scare me?" Zara grinned, her stripes glowing like colored ribbons in the sunshine. "We'll handle them together, and don't forget, loud sounds are just sounds. They can't hurt you." As the sun sank, turning the sky into a mix of fiery and golden colors, Ravi and Zara came to the edge of a huge field. They looked across it, unsure of what to do next. At that moment, Ekko appeared again, looking like a dream. He lifted his trunk, and the ground under them moved, showing a path marked with paw and hoof prints. Ravi's heart jumped with joy. The path was a sign, a direction towards the quiet stone, and a step nearer to finding his music in the loud world. With a sure nod to Zara, he breathed in deep, and side by side, they followed the tracks into the heart of the savannah, ready to join the adventure that lay ahead. Whispers of the whispering woods. As Ravi and Zara traveled on, the savannah shared its whispers with them, every blade of grass gently moving, telling them to stay brave. The sun, like a golden guardian above, sent down smiles, warming their skins and making it seem to say, "You're on the right track." Their first stop was the lively Watering Hole Cafe, a spot where animals came to drink fresh water and chat about their day. It buzzed with talk and laughter, but also with the loud splashes of elephants happily showering themselves. Ravi's heart went thump, 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 like a beat inside him. "It's too noisy here," he said, his voice just about heard over the noise. Zara leant in, her stripes mixing with the shadows and light. "Don't forget, Ravi, loud sounds are just sounds. Let's take it one step at a time." Together, they went to the water's edge, where a cheerful hippo named Hilda played a splash game with her pals. "Join in!" she yelled, her voice booming. Ravi hesitated, but with a gentle push from Zara, he stepped forward. Splash, splash, splash. The water danced around them, and Ravi's laughter mixed with the noise, making his worries turn into fun. "I did it, Zara! The splashes are just part of the game." "I'm learning it's fine," Ravi thought, smiling wide. Ekko popped out from behind a huge tree, his gray eyes full of pride. "Well done, Ravi. You found the beat in the splashes," he said in a soothing voice. With a kind gesture from Ekko, the ground opened, showing a path lined with sunflowers that moved and pointed towards the whispering woods. The roaring river's song. The woods were full of the rustling of leaves and bird tunes. Ravi and Zara stepped on the soft moss, their eyes shining with magic. A cheeky monkey named Miko swung down from a tree, her giggles like a bell's ring. "Can you hear the woods tune?" she asked, spinning a leaf around. Ravi listened close. The rustling leaves and chirpy birds mixed into a concert of sounds. "It's lovely," he said, his worry fading like the dew. Zara smiled, her wise gaze matching the green around. "Every sound tells a tale, Ravi. Just listen." "Every time I hear a loud noise, I'm learning it's fine," he told himself, the words a quiet song in his heart. As they left the woods, Ekko was there, tapping a rhythm on the ground with his trunk. "You've found the melody of the woods, Ravi. You're ready for the next step in your trip." A light breeze moved, and the trees made a space, showing a glittery path that led them to the roaring river, embracing the Great Plains. The river was a wall of noise, water hitting stones, making sounds that shook Ravi's feathers. "This is frightening," he confessed, stepping back. Zara stayed close. "We can stay brave together. Let's add our own noises to the river's sound." They threw pebbles into the water, making splashes and plops that sang with the river's sounds. Ravi's fears washed away as his pebble skipped on the water, playing a melody on its own. "I can be as brave as my heroes when it's noisy," he thought, feeling more sure with every pebble he tossed. Ekko appeared by a waterfall, his trunk in the air. "You've turned the river's sound into a chorus, Ravi. Now, one more challenge is waiting." With a swoop of his trunk, Ekko let out a bunch of butterflies, their wings making a way towards the Great Plains. Ravis Roar on the plains. The plains were wide and open, the grass whispering secrets of old times. But as they walked, a shadow grew above them. Rory the lion stepped out, his fur shining in the sun, his call shaking the earth. Ravi stopped, his blue eyes full of fear. "He's too loud," he whispered. Zara was steady, her stripes strong like armor. "We've made it here, Ravi. We can't give up now." Rory called out again, the sound bouncing over the plains. But Ravi, using all he had learned, stood up tall. "Loud sounds are part of life," he spoke, his voice sure. He breathed deep and called back, his voice small but tough. Rory looked surprised, then nodded with respect. "I can decide how I feel about loud noises," Ravi knew, feeling at peace. Ekko showed up one last time, his eyes full of happiness. "You've found your voice, Ravi. You've beaten your fear," he said, his words like a soft wind. His trunk touched the ground and a stone shone from beneath, the quiet stone. It wasn't a stone that made the world silent, but one that reminded Ravi that he had the power to find quietness within all the noise. The lullaby of the savannah. As the sun set, covering the sky in purples and oranges, Ravi and Zara knew their journey had made them different forever. They had faced the loud sounds, found their bravery, and uncovered the quiet strength inside them from the start. And as they walked back, the savannah sang a bedtime tune of stars and gentle night light, a song just for them. As the moon rose, giving a silver shine over Dino Valley, Ravi the young green velociraptor and Zara the zebra walked home. Light hearts and sure feet, for they had found the quiet stone and with it, a courage that would change them forever. "I can't believe we shouted back at Rory the lion," Ravi said, his voice full of surprise. "And he nodded as if he got it." Zara laughed, her stripes glowing in the moon's glow. "You were brilliant, Ravi. You found your voice and your strength. Every loud sound is part of life's big tune, and I can sing along," Ravi thought, his chest filled with pride. "Loud sounds are just sounds, and I am brave." As they came close to home, Dino Valley's sights welcomed them. The soft sounds of ferns, the quiet calls of night birds, and the stars above felt like a warm blanket. Then, like magic, Ekko the elephant was there one more time, his gray eyes like the twinkling stars. "Good job, my young friends," he said with a deep sound of joy. "You've found the tune inside and tamed the loudness around you." Ravi smiled at Ekko, his bright blue eyes like the night. "Thank you, Ekko. Your words were like a soft song that helped us." Ekko nodded, his big ears moving softly. "Just remember, the quiet stone is there to remind you that the calmness you look for will always be in you," he said before fading into the night, leaving a trail of twinkling stardust. In his forest hideout, Ravi felt different, changed. The once big sounds of the valley now felt like a chorus he could happily join. "I can help others not be scared of loud sounds, just how Zara helped me," he thought, his heart light and free. Days turned into weeks, and Ravi's new bravery grew. Sometimes, when a sudden loud sound surprised him, he'd remember his adventure and think, "Loud sounds can't hurt me. I can choose to stay calm." And just like that, his fear would disappear like mist in the morning sun. One afternoon, as Ravi played in his hideout, he heard a small call. A young dinosaur, like he once was, hid under a tree while thunder growled in the sky. Ravi went over gently. "Hey, it's all right," he said softly. "Loud sounds are just sounds. They're part of the big, lovely tune of the world." The little dinosaur looked up, full of hope. "Really?" he said. "Really," Ravi promised. "I used to be scared too, but I learned to be brave. And you can be brave too. We can listen and still be okay." Ravi shared his story, the songs of the savannah, and the lesson from the quiet stone. The young one's eyes opened wide with wonder, and as the thunder clapped, they both shouted back, their laughter joining the thunder. As Ravi grew up, his safaris on the savannah became famous. He helped lots of young dinosaurs find their bravery, and the message of the quiet stone spread wide and far. Years later, Ravi became a guide, leading little brave explorers through the wonders of Dino Valley. He showed them how to find the music in every sound, to dance in the rain, and to shout with the thunder. At night, lying beneath the stars, Ravi remembered Ekko's advice and the journey that set him free. "I faced the roar, and now I help others do it too. My heart is full of tunes, and my spirit shines as bright as the quiet stone," he thought, drifting into dreams filled with the savannah's bedtime songs.